Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Reed-Wright. I'm welcoming you back to the art room. We've been talking this week about Ansel Adams, who was a photographer, and he was mostly known for his black and white photographs and the light that he used. I saw pictures in a book of him standing on top of his car. He had a platform on top of his station wagon, and he took pictures from on top of his car, and his son would hand him things from the ground up to the top of the car, and he took his pictures from up there on his tripod. On my suitcase today, I have many cameras lined up. Some friends from the studio have cameras here, and we've lined up some older ones, older than the one I brought as an example. So interesting when people have photography as their interest and hobby. Now let's do our hello song, and remember it's called Hello World. And it's a song where I sing, then you sing. Let's turn on the electric auto harp and start on our C. Hello world, my old friend, it's another day, glad to see you again, The sun is up, I'm ready to play, Hello world, so what do you say, All righty, let me move this to the floor and tell you a little bit more information about Ansel Adams. In his 20s and 30s, when he was in the Sierra Club needed some money. In order to operate, clubs need money. And so he started selling his photographs, but you know who bought them? Other Sierra Club members. So he sold those, and in a group of 6 other men and women got together and they formed a little club of just 6 or 7 people who all wanted to use the name of a tiny lens opening. So Ansel opened his own gallery, and he wrote photography books, and he taught other people how to take photographs. Then his wife, remember I told you she had a studio in Yosemite? Well, she inherited that, and they worked in that studio called Best Studio. And then his book, Ansel Adams' book of photographs, was sent to a man who took it to the president. And at that time, it was Franklin Roosevelt. And he voted. After seeing those pictures, he thought, this place is so beautiful. It was Kings Canyon, which is practically in our backyard. And he said, let's make it a national park where no one can destroy it or damage it. And that was such an exciting thing. Now, the picture that I brought today is taken in Montana at a park where I have been. It's a national park too, and it's called Glacier National. And Glacier National, Ansel Adams came across this leaf, and it's a leaf from above, and it's in Glacier National. And that park is such a beautiful park, and I thought, we have learned about bird's eye view before, and we look at this photograph and you can see it's coming straight from a bird's eye view from above. And you can see the leaf has its veins. One tall one goes up there, one goes in this section, one goes in this section, down and down. I have a leaf sort of like this in my press, but it's such an involved leaf, it's kind of hard to do the art project with it, but I thought I would try. But let me show you what I'm going to do. Let's take a look on my lap at the 2 leaves I have here. They're 2 different leaves. One has curly edges and one has straight edges. I wonder which one you think would be easier to draw. Yes, the one that has straight edges is much easier to draw. We're going to do this 4-step process, and how it's done is you draw, then you color, then you outline, then you cut it out. Not sure how much we'll get done today, but don't worry, because you'll know that the steps are here, and if you want to look at the program again, you can go back, because these programs are on PBS and waiting for you to look at anytime you want. There's all the ones we started way back, oh, I don't even know, 50-something shows ago. Now, I also wanted to tell you, I'm still looking for you to send me your art and let me take a look at it. And if you send it to the studio, either a photograph or your art, and with your address on it, the studio has bought books, and they will send one to you as a thank you for watching and for sending us your art. So this one has Arthur in it, and here's Pinkalicious, the pink version, and here is Pinkalicious, the purple version. And there are a bunch of different other ones too. So I'm going to set these aside, and I hope that you will write to us. Now, our 4-step process. I'm going to start with step 1 is draw. So I'm going to draw, and I'm using a pencil because later we're going to outline with either a black pastel or a black permanent pen. So I'm going to put a few leaves on here. Now this one, let me scoot it up, move this guy out of the way. I'm going to set it up so you can kind of see as I draw around it. It goes up and around the leaf and down and to the end. It started scooting around, and I want to tell you, if you need for someone to hold it for you while you do it, don't worry. You can ask someone, hold the leaf please while I trace it. Now I'm going to follow this. I see this goes all the way down the leaf, so I do the vein down to the end, stop. They have curve line up and curve line up and curve line up, and on the other side it matches it. Curve line up, curve line up, curve line up. Now I'm going to set this one aside and get this one. This one's like an oak leaf that's in my neighborhood, but it was so small, so I thought I'm going to cut around it a little bit. So I'm drawing first, go around my leaf, and the same thing happens, that each time off the center line, the vein, I'm going to go up, and it goes into those little sections. Up, 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 and the final 2. So if the steps are draw, color, what do I do next? Color. And I brought my colored pencils, and I also have my colored pencils that I can use water with. And I think I will do a little bit of it first. So I'm going to color in, and you can color any way you want. And remember, wherever you have a pencil mark, that is where you will go over it with your black. So I'm going to do a little bit of orange here, and I will do some yellow next. It doesn't have to go in a rainbow order, but you know how I like to do things in rainbow order. And do I need to stay in the section? No. This is a coloring project that you can do however you want to. I'm going to use that yellow-orange next on this one. And I hope all of you know that when I start doing my work, I never worry that I don't finish it the day that we talk about it, because it's always there for me to work on when I can. So that's what I want to remind you. Don't get frustrated. Oh, I should have maybe sharpened these a little bit. Don't get frustrated if you don't finish your work right when you think it should be done. Now, I am going to use a little water and paint over this, because it's also the way I'm calling it color. I'm getting a little of the water off, because with these pencils, as soon as you touch water to those in that little metal tin that I bought in Yosemite at the gift shop, I start blending those colors together. Dip in my water. As soon as it touches those watercolor pencils, it makes it into paint. I'll put it on this little part of the stem. There's my color for this one. I think I'll do some browns on this other one. Now I will go in here and I will color this part brown. It's not the kind of pencils that will blend when I watercolor them. I'm going to see if I like it this way, if it's just too plain. I don't know. But you notice when I color, I go up and down, up and down, up and down, and I make sure that it's not scribble scrabble, because then it isn't as beautiful when you try to go the outline. So I'm coloring in this section. Do I have to do this section the same as the one next to it? No, but I like it like that. So you notice I changed from my regular colored pencils over to the watercolor ones because I really felt like they are going to look more beautiful if I can blend them. Notice what I'm doing? I'm doing kind of an ombre, doing a lighter up to the darker, and I'm coloring this in. And I will use, hey, would purple look good in there? I wonder. Oh, this one's kind of a color of a deer's skin because we're talking about nature. Oh, this still looks good like this. I think I'm going to start painting and see if it will blend in even to the places where I didn't color. Oh, it will. So I can blend any of the colors together and it gets up into this section. Now, when I go to outline, it will maybe be hard to do it on top of the colored pencils. So I have to be careful. I might want to let this one dry and not do the outline of it yet. And I think I want to put a little brown in this part. So let me get my colored pencil. But I'm going to show you what the third step is. I'm using my permanent pen. This is step 3, outline. I just go around the outline of my leaf. Is it okay that it's kind of wiggling? Yeah, for me, I don't mind it at all because it makes it kind of look like it's a natural line. And look how it makes the colors all stand out. Isn't that pretty? I could put these together and make a lace out of it. I did that before and it made it so pretty. I'm going to do a little outline on this one so you can see. Even though it's still a little bit wet, notice how it makes it pop out when I do the outline. Go around it. And any place where some of the color didn't get, I can go back in and paint it again. Outline. My last step is to cut this out. Don't worry if I don't have it cut out today. One day I will show it to you. I like it pretty much. I can either do the outline and just do that, but when I cut them out, it's going to look great. Boys and girls, let's sing goodbye to all our friends. Ready? Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Boys and girls, I will see you tomorrow. Bring white paper, scissors, and a ruler. How about that?
A brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.